Hi everyone, it is me, Sailor Venus, Mina here, and today I'm going to talk about, you know, so we're going to talk about, Sailor Moon Cosmos or Sailor Moon, you know, world, since Cosmos is a Greek or a Hellenic borrowed word. And why we talking about this is that it is Sailor Stars, but more near to how the book handled it. Now, everyone wants to know, who is Sailor Cosmos? Who's Sailor World? Is she Chibi Chibi? Is she not? And it has to do with which offshoot that you watched or you read. Because both of them have their own little take of who, Chibi Chibi or Small Small is. If you go by the first drawing film that Toei did, it was that Chibi Chibi or Small Small. No one really knew what her name was. They called her that because she was small and she liked to say the last thing that folks said. She was built up to, they said that she was Serena's other younger sister um, when she does show up. Now, in Sailor Stars, it is seen that she was the star seed of Sailor Galaxia, who gave up her star seed before Madness fully took running lead over her. That's the drawing film one. Now, in the book, they say that Chibi Chibi was Sailor Moon from the upcoming, a now a offspring of hers, going back in time to see how one of her forebears or forekind, you know, uh, how she fought evil or how she beat Madness, and that's the book's take on who she is. You know, so there are two beliefs or two takes of who she is. And at the end of the day, no one truly knows, but that's just the two. That's just two offshoots of it. And I know you're gonna say, "Well, Sailor Venus, what about the song shows?" Oh yeah, the song plays. Now they kind of follow the books, but then they have their own little world too. And since I never really saw any of them except, slights here and there, I can't tell you where Sailor Chibi Chibi or Small Small comes from. And there, I can't tell you how they handle where they say who she is in that one, because I don't know. So I would believe that Sailor Cosmos or Sailor Stars or Sailor Room is, or Sailor World is, I would most likely believe that the one that we're getting this summer is taken off from the book. So the book is going to probably say, they're going to say, oh, well, she was one of Sailor Moon's offspring from the far, far upcoming and came back to the past to, help her forekind or her forebear, you know, or her foresteader, you know, um, help her fight Madness. So yeah. So there is two offshoots of who she is. And if anyone wants to get into a fight over which one is right and which one is wrong, because some folks are going to say, oh, well, the first drawing film that Toei made and every other business got a deal to put into many speeches was handled in many ways and was shifted from its book offshoot. Well, yeah, which that's true. But then again, the books are not the same from the drawing film. So to say that one's right and one's wrong, well, that's more of a belief. And if you're going by Hearst or Forever or going by World, well, that's taken off from the book. So, yeah. At the end of the day, I don't really know who she is. I just gave you my take on the drawing film's take, or the first drawing film's take, the book's take, and most likely what the 2-4 drawing film's take on her will be. Now she can also become a sailor fighter, Sailor Chibi Chibi Moon, or Sailor Small Small Moon. And so she's a sailor fighter. And we don't learn about this until towards the end of Sailor Stars, which I believe we want. Was I believe in the book, she becomes Sailor Small Small Moon, faster in the book, because the book goes through everything faster than the drawing film does. The drawing film, has filler, and they get, where the book is just, goes through everything. So you get to her being a sailor fighter faster in a book than you do in a drawing film. And it never says who she. It never now in the book it never says where she came from. In the drawing film, they say she was a star seed of Galaxia who was given away before madness took over Galaxia, or Sailor Galaxia. Um, so that is where she came from in a drawing film. Where she came from in the books and the other drawing film, your guess is good as mine. So anyway, if you like this film, then follow us over here at Sailor Moon for Life. Watch the last film we made yesterday over here uh, when Sailor Jupiter talked about getting hate from some in the Sailor Moon followership. I, Sailor Venus Mina, and I hope you like this film. Bye.